welcome back. Here we are. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show, Expresso right here on S3. Welcome if you have just joined us. You are just in time because JP Sebastian's got his favourite movie shirt on, and we are talking movies that we can expect for the rest of the year. And there is a lot. JP Sebastian,
yes.
Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. So this is what I call the Cinemaldema. Good morning to you too.
Good morning. I'm just fascinated by your shirt
It is
right
horrific. This is usually the effect.
Don't stay too long.
I have no pickup lines. This is just like the Stefano De Mero shirt, then you're kidnapped and that's game over.
Stefano De Mero.
All right, buddy boy. So listen, exciting stuff, man. There's some cool movies out there. Well, I'm saying that given I haven't heard a thing from you yet. So let's hear, my friend.
Do you know anything of this list yourself? It looks like you're keen for Mufasa.
I'm so keen for Mufasa because I'm a big Lion King franchise fan.
That, however, is last on the list, and we've got a lot to get through. So, JP's going to cut in here real quick to say the first one probably looks like it's up.
Riders.
Exactly.
Bike Riders.
Ewan's Avenue.
Yes, I'm going to watch it.
Super keen for this, but some of these names you must know too. Tom Hardy, you've got here.
Love Tom Hardy.
Austin Butler has been just a criminal amount of riz that he's been spreading in interviews.
That's Elvis, no?
Yes,
it
exactly.
Is.
And has been traumatizing ladies in interviews because what a dashing young lad he is. And there's Norman Reedus, Michael Shannon, who is a continual collaborator with this director, Jeff Nichols is his name. Anyway, all of that's besides the point. Actors are back to doing funny voices, and I'm here for it. Like, when you can't understand what Tom Hardy is saying, then you know you've got gold on your hands. If he's got a mask on or if he's doing some weird voice. And we know poor Austin Butler got stuck in Elvis mode. They really had to take Austin Butler and be like, you're doing a movie from the 50s. Try not to be Elvis again. He must have been sweating throughout the entire making of this.
Look at him go.
So what looks interesting about this, though, is like whenever you get gangster movies and stuff like that, it's always like the family trying to go clean or trying to go straight. This is like a band of brothers who start going dirty, so sort of the other way around. And based on a true story, but all of that really doesn't matter because you've got some huge names there. One of the others that I didn't really mention closely enough was Jodie Comer. Try and watch The Last Duel if you can. It's a hard watch, but it's a good movie. That is August 2nd in South Africa. Next one.
Fantastic. Bike Riders. Okay, Trap.
Dudes, oh man, where has Josh Hartnett been?
Where has Josh Hartnett been?
Who's Josh Hartnett? Oh, this
What?
guy.
I feel myself age.
He was like a heartthrob from the 90s, early 2000s.
That's right, Justin Bieber. No, absolutely not. That poster is so cool, by the way. Man, we're going back to like Hitchcockian looking stuff. Josh Hartnett is like the perfect dad in this movie. He goes with his daughter to this Taylor Swift type concert, and he's also a murderer.
Lovely.
Take back your R very quickly.
I was not expecting you to say that.
But M. Night Shyamalan doesn't care.
I love him.
Well, he's a great director, and we don't give him enough credit. We all owe him an apology, I think. We all dragged him because Mark Wahlberg spoke to trees in that one movie or whatever it was. But man, he's one of the best we got for doing stuff that feels original. It's signature. It's his own thing whenever he's doing it. And this is a great spin on things where you've got, and they reveal this in the trailer off Pat, that he's the bad guy. He's the murderer. And he's been dragged into an entrapped situation where this concert is faked to get him. Cops have surrounded the place, so he is possibly going to murder his way out. We don't know. There are all sorts of twists and turns with this director. We know M. Night Shyamalan does that. So whatever you think he's given away, nah, he's still got like cards close to his chest.
That sounds
I think it's exciting to see him
August
on
2nd.
screens again,
Oh man, that movie looks so pretty as well. But let's move on. Next
Crow.
one. The Crow. I don't know how I feel about this one, but we have to talk about the big ones too. It looks all right, but it obviously follows on from, remember, in 1994, I don't know if you... South Africa wasn't always a democracy, my dear young child.
Born freeze.
Really? My heart again.
I'm a 92 baby, okay, relax.
So The Crow came out in 1994 originally, and why this movie is so important, or to give you a sense about how contentious this remake is Luke Evans, or as another actor who was up for the role. Obviously, it was given to Bill Skarsgård eventually, who we know as It the Clown. So he's doing the makeup thing again, and he's been spooky as usual. Luke Evans originally offered the role, and he pulled out because he felt he was unworthy of the original performance.
Wow.
Even Jason Momoa left this because he felt like it's just too big for what it is.
Jason was never going to cut it, though.
So Brandon Lee was the original guy, and obviously the late Brandon Lee, rest his soul, because he was killed on the set of this movie and of 1994's movie, and that movie was brilliant. But by the looks of this thing, it looks like it's at least got some chops in the cinematography. It looks like it's very obsessed with, I don't know if you've seen Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. It looks like it's got that all over it kind of thing.
Love it.
David Fincher kind of look, not him as the director though. Hope that it's got some bright future ahead of it, but I don't know, I'm holding thumbs for that. Whatever, we'll see. The Crow, I think September. Anyway, moving on.
We're going into like one-name movies, it seems, because Joker's up next.
Oh, Joker is, sorry, the full thing is Folie à Deux.
I was never going to get
Folie à
that.
Deux.
So, yes, you may as well say Joker, I suppose.
Joker.
No, please don't. Folie à Deux is actually a real, I think, psychiatric issue where two people have a mutual madness. So it's like a shared delirium, basically.
Okay.
Coined by psychologists, psychiatrists in the 19th century. Who cares, though? Anyway, we got Joaquin Phoenix returning, and Lady Gaga, obviously, who has proven herself beyond like what we expected with It Was a Star Is Born with Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Good grief, she was good.
Yeah.
And just from this little bit of trailer that we get, it looks like she might even steal the show from Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, heck.
So she obviously plays Harley Quinn, who is Joker's squeeze in the comic book movies. But speaking of comic book movies, and it's fine if you have that look for your movies, but it's very cool here that it looks like the director does not care to toe the line of what we're so used to with superhero movies. It's got its own look, and I think it has more confidence now that Joker won all those Oscars and got all the acclaim it did. It does look pretty, even though I wasn't necessarily a major fan, this might even be even better than the first one. We'll see.
Oh my gosh, that's a huge claim because I love the first Joker movie. Like, that was incredible.
Well, hey, you got other Oscar winners returning, like Hilda Gonadetto, who did that scary soundtrack. She does this on the year too, but that's October for you to find out. Lady Gaga was amazing in A Star Is Born. She'll be amazing in this too,
October is so long, I just can't wait for it. Paddington in Peru.
Peru.
We've dropped the
Peru.
in Peru now.
Yeah, so not Paris. Anyway, Paddington. Have you guys seen any of the Paddington?
I've seen the first
Paddington, you're allowed to say it's a masterpiece, and you're
It's
allowed to
fantastic.
say that you cried.
It is fantastic.
No, for real. There was even that Nicolas Cage and Pedro Pascal movie where they share a cry together watching Paddington too. So no, for real. Like the previous one was a masterpiece. It looks, however, on this one that they turn to. You can hear this man giggling already because it's going to be lots of fun. I might want to do a bit more roller coaster stuff than do all those touchy feelings. Obviously, the touchy feeliness will be there too, but it looks a lot more swashbuckling than the previous movies. I also want to tell you, Paddington, by the way, Peru also has cities like London. I promise it's not all just jungle. But yes, Antonio Banderas is one of the greatest we've got. And he appears in this too. Maybe he's the bad guy, who knows. Olivia Colman as well, who's another Oscar winner. So like what's great you can see here is that Paddington is such a beautiful like universe. We really don't want to like talk about movies as universes so much these days, but they all get to be called that eventually, that it's starting to attract huge names like Olivia Colman, like Antonio Banderas, because people want to be a part of something as beautiful as it is. However, we have to talk about the one that you mentioned right from the top.
Can we get to Mufasa?
I suppose we can.
Oh, not that
Mufasa.
face. Don't disappoint me.
Mufasa. I've not seen one of these, obviously. Like this is December only, the 20th of December. This is the kind of
A festive movie, okay.
real estate that Disney can book for themselves. It's, hey, people might remember this as Christmas at some point, but it's going to be like Mufasa Day for the longest time. Who knows? I don't know why they have to put the Lion King in the title. I doubt there'll be any confusion. No one's going to be, oh my goodness, what am I watching? No, it's clearly part of a landmark piece of work. For me, obviously, I'm still a stickler for the 2D one from, 1995?
Right.
Nothing can top that for me. I don't know why. What the attraction is to the hyper-realism, because like I've said to people before, dudes, if you find like true love in front of your cat, it's going to look nonplussed, it won't care. Right. If you murder 5 people in front of your cat, it won't care. Like if you try to make a cat's face realistic, I don't know how much comical and emotional expression you get out of it, how much range. And it looks like they might try for more in this one. Obviously, the big name behind Mufasa that's excited a lot of people is Barry Jenkins, who previously won the Oscar for Moonlight. But I don't know what it means to have a director as brilliant as Barry Jenkins is behind something that looks as samey as the previous one. Hopefully it has more character than the other one, which at least you loved. Maybe it's for you, not for JP. But who knows? It hasn't even come out yet.
Gambino and Beyonce?
Yeah, those words.
Yeah, exactly. What's not to love?
Those people who I don't know. No, I know Childish Gambino. I know Beyonce. I'm not that old.
Okay, I was about to be very disappointed in you. Well, thank you for that wrap-up, JP. That was
20th
fantastic.
of December is that one.
Oh, I love it. 5 days before Christmas, and that is the biggest present that we could ever get, in my opinion anyway, not JP's. But thank you for joining us, JP Sebastian. We've got to check in with the Jozzy. What's going on, Graham?